This is the first historical marker ceremony paying tribute to several Gist settlements located throughout Ohio. Samuel Gist, a wealthy Englishman, made his fortune in America. He started out as an indentured servant. He established the Gist settlements in 1810. The catalyst for his action was a desire to free slaves from his estranged daughter, Mary Anderson, an heiress and wealthy Virginia planter. She and her husband purchased over 900 slaves against his wishes. Their actions prompted Samuel Gist to wage the most publicized legal war against slavery prior to Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation. In 1804, Gist formed and hired the most learned dream team of his day. William F. Wickham and the Honorable Justice Marshall represented the Gist settlers for several generations. The legal war culminated when Mr. Samuel Gist threatened in his will to bequeath Mary a mere shilling if she did not honor his wishes and emancipate her slaves. In addition to emancipation, Gist stipulated that settlements include churches and schools, and he ordered that each slave be given a lot of land. Executing Samuel Gist's will, Wickham purchased over 2,000 acres of land in Brown and Highland Counties just north of Ripley, Ohio. At the time, this represented the largest recorded transaction dedicated to slave emancipation. The Gist settlements proved vital in the development and operation of the Underground Railroad. This large haven for free African Americans was ideal for fugitives seeking temporary asylum on their journey to freedom. Unfortunately, today, the land is currently being used as a dumping ground.
Nothing ever come of it. Went to court over in Highland County. We paid a lawyer to come out of the city. Paid him like $5,000-$6,000, and he's supposed to have been the best land attorney around. And he come down here, and nothing ever got settled.
He passes it on to somebody else, and
Just
ain't worth fighting, they say for,
Yeah.
and then everybody tells you, well, there's a lot of money involved in this. If you could get it settled up like it is, but nobody seems to want to settle it up.
Well, it always seems to come down to when the lawyers go over and meet with the lawyers in Hillsborough. And, it's always been dropped.
Right.
They said the records when Highland County's courthouse burnt that time, they said the records got burned up. Then this man from Wilmington, I think he's in there right now. I see him go in there. Had records sent from England. Went back and got the will from England and brought it over here and gave us copies of that. And I mean, that's all we got, just the will that he brought back here.
History, in fact, is the record of the story of those of us who live here on God's planet, and those of us who choose to talk about it. It's not just a celebration of triumph, but it's a recognition of the day-to-day journey that each chooses to pursue, and the record that we leave behind. The bad, the good, the indifferent. Absent that, our sons and our daughters are doomed to go to the big cities and get lost. Absent that, they are taught to hate themselves. Absent that, we are haunted by eternal destruction.
That has been given to them by their plantation master many, many years before people even are thinking about free men. What is that? So great men traveled the soil, this Gist settlement. It is with remembrance and with honor and dignity that we think of them today and try to enact just what went on here over 170 years ago. As my sister said, we are trying very hard to date people back to what brief. You really need to study to know what went on. Some good articles are Michael Trotty's article. Michael Trotty is a doctorate of history at Ithaca College, and he has a very good article on it. Charles Royster has a good article in the Fabulous Dismal Swamp. He tells the entire history of Samuel Gist. Samuel Gist meaning being the plantation master who decided in his will that he was going to free every one of his slaves, and he had the resources to do it, so he certainly was a wealthy man. The purpose of this day, to recognize great men and women that we have. And I'm here to share with my family, and I hope each and every one of you will share with your family the tremendous stories behind the good family. So let's remember, let's share our stories,